Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Baz and this is WELDERFABBER, and I'm just down in Wales on a quarry to look at this PC 210 Komatsu long reach with a damaged boom, severely damaged boom that split nearly in two. It completely split apart and it's just had a temporary repair on it just to pull it back down off the pile. So the guys have got me down to price this up for them, and there's a couple of options really that we can look at. Is repairing the boom on site, or taking the boom off and repairing the boom in our workshop. And I have noticed whilst I'm here more cracks. We have cracks on the end of the dipper. So the dipper's had a few repairs on it also. As you can see, that's not original. The plate here, you can see all the movement. So we need new pins and bushes. The crack here, so it's been plated. So nearly 12,000 hours on it. .210 long reach. But this is the kind of work that we want to be doing, stuff like this. I love stuff like this. This will be a good job to test the new Shindawa out on site, but I think it'll be better getting it back into the workshop, looking at how many cracks are in it. That's been repaired there as well, look. So what I'll do now is just get some measurements of the side of the boom, the length of the material that we need, the height, the thickness of the material. Definitely use Strenex on this. Probably 12mm top and bottom and about 8mm sides on it. But I'll just check the thicknesses. If I climb up here, you'll be able to see like a hole in the top of that boom. I don't know if you can see it there. So it will be definitely much easier to do the repair off the machine. So like I say, I'll work a price out, get it over to Gareth, and then we'll take it from there. I'm pretty sure we'll be doing the job though. Back to the workshop. Back at the shop. Cal's just on with this telehandler bucket. Just needs an edge and a small amount of floor in it. But it's worn down. You see how much it's worn down there. You'll probably see a little bit more with this flat bar being tacked on. So we've got a piece of 6mm placed on the plasma at the minute that we'll cut for to go in this spot here. And then we're going to put a 250x25 edge. Going up there. Where's that one? Hey! What are you on with? Stinks this bucket. Yeah, horrible.
They always do.
Horrible.
They always do these buckets when they come in.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh Milo, oh Milo.
Dan?
Yeah.
So me and you got a meeting to go to with Dave Scott up at Jackson's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you've seen a couple of the drawings, haven't you?
Yeah. Adam's coming in, eh?
Yeah, Adam's coming. So you're going to meet our detailer Adam, and we're going to go back over to Jackson's Quarry at Fulwood because they're putting a new wash plant in,
Yeah.
there's quite a bit of steel work required that we're pricing for at the moment.
There's walkways and all sorts on it, isn't there?
Well, there's quite a lot.
Staircases, walkways.
There's quite a lot.
Good little job, that.
So it's looking like we'll be back on
Look at this weather.
working for Fox, I know.
This Carl's working on site today.
Cal's working on site today.
Pit yard.
I think he likes it outside.
Well, he's been outside all week, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Nice weather, isn't it? Hey.
Yeah. It is very tight.
You need that bucket box off today, son. Yeah.
What do you need today, this morning?
Oh. This big 35 tonne is ready to go back to Jones Brothers. Only wear bars on it. Was in last week's chapter. And quite a lot of weld repairs where it was cracked in various spots. So we'll get this bucket boxed off and we'll get ourselves over to Jackson's. So that's another bucket boxed off. Telehandler. Cal, who dropped it off this?
Not sure. Not sure.
Local farmer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you get his number or not?
No. No.
Oh, listen, when anyone drops it, I'll get a number.
He'll coming back in a week, he said.
Do we?
Yeah.
We've done one for before, haven't we?
Yeah.
December time. I'll have to look back through my diary. Anyway, that's another one out of the way. Quick telehandler bucket turnaround. Oh, look what turned up today. Another Kemper extraction unit. But this is a little bit different to the one we got last time. This has an air-fed system on it, so it continuously recycles itself, but I'm not going to go too much into that until it's actually set up and running. And our friend Joel at Lloyds Beale sent us a little spreader beam there for our crane. So again, a big thank you there to Joel for sending that out to us from Lloyds Beale. Really appreciate it, mate, really appreciate it. And the J4 pre-screen is ready. That will go back with the Komatsu bucket that's outside to Jones Brothers. So Cal's going to head over to HML and I'm going to head over to Jackson's as the boys continue with the ramp for Glebe Quarry down in Cornwall. Right, so let's go and see Cal.
Right, so we're back at HML now. Wayne's just gone through a few jobs with me for now, until he finds some more later on. So this is a roll-on-roll skip that's actually snapped the bar off here. It's a relatively new skip, so I'd probably say that's material failure more than anything on that one. This here is job number 2. I think it's off a JCB little telly truck, by the looks of it, what they've got here. Like a windscreen guard. That's all bent, that side's slightly bent, so we'll get that fitted on in a bit. Job number 3 is this bin lid on the other side. It's actually missing the lugs off the door. He's got the door's inside, and then these just want rolling back round, eating up and rolling back round when we get the bins in. But we might use either some bolts or some sort of solid round bar, whatever they've got about. Job number 4. One of the lads has caught the skip when he's been sweeping up with yard, so I'll knock that back, heat that up, weld it. Right, so let's get all the gear out, director, and crack on with these jobs. With this job, we're just going to do a temporary fix, as Wayne's going to order a new bar, and we're going to make a new locking bar for it, as it needs to go out on the job. So quick job, nice quick prep in it, weld it up. I think the wagon's outside, so we've got a bit of a rush on this one.
Job number 1 done. On to the next one, eh? Job number 2. So we're going to make some new hinges for this. Use some bolts probably for the actual pins. And a new locking little plate. So happy days. Job number 2 done. Next. Job number 3, just going to go on this little telly truck. Bit of heat, bit of twisting. Should be a straightforward one, this one. So I'm just going to try the sillies before we put any heat on it, just to protect the paint more than out. Let's have a look, eh? Oh, beautiful. Lovely. Get a bit more on that. Got that back bit hammer, probably good to go. Job number 3 done. Next. Job number 4. Quick, simple one. Looks like it's happened a few times here. So we'll get this boxed. Good enough for me, that. That'll do, won't it? Nice weld round there now. Job 4 done and dusted. On to the next one. So Wayne has asked us to have a look at this bale track. Comes out the baler. I made this not long back, but one of the lads has caught the end. So every now and then it's catching. The bales are catching, so it's creating an issue. So we're going to have a few modifications on it, and then he's also asked me to make a new step. As you can see, one of the lads have been a bit of a clout, so we'll do that today whilst we're here. That's what he wants to do. So we'll crack on. So we'll bang a quick weld out back of there, it should be good to go. So these here are the actual size of the, well, the generic size of the bales that come out of the baler. So we've slightly altered this end, we've cut it back 50mm, and then we've given ourselves about 10mm of play inside there now. So we're going to, we've also added this piece onto here to hopefully try and tip the bales forwards, and then the rest of the bales that then come out will push it down the track. So we're going to give it a quick try in a minute and see how we get on. Right, so that is, I'm happy with that as it is. I don't think we need that flat bar under there. I think these will just do fine, as it's keeping the bale stood up, which the lad who's operating it, John, agrees that it's a lot easier for him to pick them up when they're like that rather than like that. I'm now going to crack on with the step, but the director does have to go. So I'll put a time lapse on and I'll show you at the end of that when I've got it finished. All right.
Alright guys, so we are back up at J.A. Jackson's in Fulwood, Preston. And we've come to look at this sieve, roto sieve. We've also got our CAD lad with us, Adam.
Hello.
Now then, Adam drew and calced the last wash mount for us for METCALFE in 2 days for me.
Yeah, 2 days.
2 days he did it for me. So because he did that, now he's going to start doing most of our work now, isn't he?
Yeah. He's got a couple of staircases on for me at the minute, haven't you?
Yeah, I think you've got me fully booked now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, flat out.
Yeah.
We've got a little desk for you actually. When we move office outside, you can move into the offices.
We need a bigger office now. We need a bigger office.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've come to look at this roto sieve and the steel work that goes with it, which is here. This is a drawing that we've had provided for us. And the reason why I brought Adam here today is because I want him to redesign this and recalc it to carry this. Now there isn't much weight in this. It might look heavy to you, but there's about 1,500 kilos in it, something like that. And I'd say there's probably 3 ton in it once it's loaded with water and everything else, the material that goes through it.
It's made out of stainless steel, isn't it?
Yes.
This is all stainless looking at it.
Now, for you guys that don't know, Jackson's are having a big plant putting down in the quarry, which we will go down in a minute and have a look at it. They've got the biggest filter press that's in the country. It's very, very impressive what's going on. And we're just getting involved in just this little frame and there'll be some walkways and handrails and stuff and staircases.
Yeah, they want to link all the walkways together,
Yeah.
don't they? Which we'll have a look at when we're down there.
Yeah. I did want David meeting, but he's busy at the moment, so we will go down and look at this, so you've got a better idea. I know what I'm looking at, but you don't. You can't until you see it. You can't really picture it. Like, I know where this concrete wall is here. That's a 400mm wide concrete wall. Well, we'll have to get some levels from there to there to there, and we'll have to see where we're up to with all this.
Right, it all falls right, everything.
Yeah. There's a lot changed since we've been last here. It's been 11 months we've been here, and I'll tell you something, it's a good feeling to be back. Let's go down Quarry.
Kushti.
So here we are in the belly of the beast, and look at that new filter press. That is very similar to the one that you have down at Crown Aggregates. If you remember, a while back we went down to Crown Aggregates down in Coventry. Very similar size. How long would it take to design that frame for that, do you reckon?
I'd say for me, 2 weeks.
2 weeks to design that
2
frame?
weeks to design.
There's about, I think there's about 1.5 million there, isn't there?
Is there?
Yeah. That portal frame there, director, that goes on top of it.
Oh, right.
That actually goes
like the canopy for
on
it,
top
is
of
it?
that, yeah, there's a canopy for it to go over it, yeah.
Ah, pretty cool.
Ad, tell us a little bit about what you do for our viewers know.
So I'm Clark Cad, set my company up over a year ago and met Baz through Instagram. And I do some wash ramps for him, do CAD drawings for anyone that needs it. Any fabrication companies, get in touch, I'll do drawings.
We'll put a link in the description. All that does our work first. Oh, remember that?
I do
Good
lad.
lad.
Work first,
Good
he's got
lad.
drawings now.
Good lad, good lad.
And air down. Right, so let's go and have a look what we're actually going to fit, or price should we say. So this sieve is going to be positioned in the air up here.
It's where those two pipes are, I think, isn't it? So look up drawing there. But,
So this drawing is actually back to front here. We're like studying it that way around.
yeah, so that's the wall there, that's the bung wall.
Yeah.
And then we've got those two pipes there, which are that blue and white one. And they must be what feeds.
Into
I'm
the sieve.
assuming it's going to get fed in from this end, isn't it?
Yeah, I still think there's some details missing off this drawing, but
It must be coming in from this end because that's the fall on the rotor sieve.
yeah.
And then these might be piping through and coming in. I'm not sure we need to speak to them about that, or a bit more detail. But first and foremost, is that wall there? Is that wall there?
Alright, so we've just got red round this drawing, and it's a little bit back to front, ain't it?
Yeah.
So,
There's a few issues.
we'll have to redesign all this up, redesign and recalc it to take that weight, and we want a walkway going up to that platform there, and a walkway going to that platform over there. Yeah. Alright. So I think what we'll do now, we'll just get a couple of levels, and we'll come back to this when we've got Dave on camera to explain a little bit more about the plan and what's going on.
So that is the step done. I've just had to put some bolts in for the time being until Wayne can get us some. I didn't have any on the van. But as you can see, it's a lot better than what was already there. And then he's also brought me another skip in that I've just quickly done there. So it does snap one of the lugs off the hinges. Luckily he had the bar, so saved me 10 minutes. So I'm going to have a pack up now. Head back to the yard. There's a back grinding machine. So we'll pack up. Call it a do. This is something that I've never really bothered with before, something that I've not really had much experience with, and this is a road plane attachment for a skid steer that's been brought into us quite a while ago. It's quite worn, as you can see. That's probably the best one. If you look there, director, that's probably a better one to show the wear on. So what I've done is I've actually gouged one of these off. There's only a little bit of weld aluminum on. And I've cut myself a little template just out of some 3mm just so I can get the drawing right on the well fast table over there. So no, I don't want to take as much out on there as on next time. But as you can see, we're pretty much on the money there. And I need to keep that hole as far down as I can, as the wheel that actually sits inside these here, that I'm going to replace the bearings on because they're solid, sit roughly, I think, about 10mm down, just so they can make contact with the floor. So apart from them, there is a little bit of wear on this outside edge here. Now I'm guessing that it rubs up against the curb or something like that. Right, so what we're going to do now, director, is have a quick look outside, as there is 2 more bits to look at that are part of this job. Now, these are the other 2 bits of this job. And as you can see, these are pretty well used, should we say. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to keep this half, well, this piece of the frame, and actually replace them completely. It's not really worth the time and the effort trying to cut bits off, and we can just make new and start fresh. Also, we've got another brilliant job coming today. Now these, I think the Strymek telehandler buckets, aren't actually a bad job to do, apart from these particular buckets, because they are full of cow manure, and all these fill up, and when you start cutting away, it's lovely as it bubbles. And it's what, we're going for a 250 on this, or a 2?
Yeah, 8 foot, 250 by 25. 8 foot, 250 by 25.
And then get another one, because there is actually another one to do.
2?
Yeah.
2 8 foots?
No, a bigger one. Same, get another 3 metre.
250 by 25.
Because he does want that cutting back.
Does
as
he want them hard edges?
Yeah, both hard edges, yeah. And he wants that cutting back, same as that last one as well.
6mm floor in it?
Because it's all cracked there on that corner, so he just wants it replacing.
Right. I'll get some edges ordered now. Could you go back to that edge?
Yeah, it's... arrived now at Metcalfe plant here.
Up north it's a lovely warm day. So we set off at 6 this morning. It's about an hour and a half, was it, direct to give or take? Now we're just waiting for the IAB to turn up. That's not quite back from its first job this morning. What I want to do is get rid of these blocks, get it set up where the guys want it. I think it's going to go that way a little bit more, right to the end. Pretty much probably to that curve, I'd imagine. Maybe 100 mil off it, give or take, we're not too sure yet. So we need a metre gap from the inside of that flange to give us our width foot wagon. And then that'll give us a bit more room on walkway side here. So the lads are just going to put that handrail on top of there. That's why we wait. Baz might actually pop up today, depending on how busy he is. He's been very busy pricing up jobs up and down country, keeping us boys busy, as we like it. So we're going to get a few bolts in this when we're ready. Oh, look at that, that was good timing. Just pulling into it hard. So we'll get this lifted off, dropped in, right position, get a few bolts in it and we'll give it a whirl. As you can see, we've got everything in position now. We've got our metre gap, so we're happy there. We're nice and parallel off that curb on the other side. We're just going to chuck a few bolts in this corner, well, in each corner, and then we're going to try a chuck up it. We're going to try that chuck there. We'll get into her up and take his way up. Now we have got a little bit of undulation in the concrete, so we're going to put some packers under it. Frank's on with that on that side there. But apart from that, we're pretty much good really. I'm going to put some mesh clamps on this, mesh it down, hold it down nice and tight. Bit of an end handrail there. But we'll get our wagon there. Look at him, dappy chappy. We'll get him up in a minute. Chuck half a dozen bolts in. And away we go. These are the extra legs that we made.
So they're going to sit pretty much under the second axle where the crane weight is. I think Baz said it was 14 tonne, I think it were, give or take, on that second axle with crane. Now they actually are just a bit of an extra safety feature in case they do put a loaded wagon on it, which you shouldn't do, but when we're not here we don't know what happens, do we? Right, so we have just put a few bolts in the corners and we're going to get this bad boy to give it a drive up. Now our main concern is little Kelso bar on the bottom, the fuel tank and the toolbox on the other side. Rear end, I think we're alright. We might just have to watch that drawbar, but we'll have a few eyes on it, so we'll get that little machine moved off the wash there and then get this up, see what it looks like. So we'll ask the driver to make sure he's raised as high as he can on the wagon, and we'll all just keep an eye on it. So another issue, or another concern should we say, is all the weight sitting on the second axle when we do it the crank. And finally, sun's out and driver's here, so that were good timing. Right, so we're underneath. We've had no issues getting up the ramp. I mean, look how much room we've got underneath now. It's going to make the lads who are washing their life a lot easier. We had absolutely no issues with clearance. I mean, look at it. It's does look well up there, I'll be honest. I mean, it's nice to see something finally painted. But when we've actually fit it, usually it's afterwards. Certainly helps when it's a nice wagon. I can tell the lad looks after it. Me and the lads are going to put rest at bolts in and we're going to get ourselves home. Right, so that's us done. Everything's boxed off, and as you can see, I mean, I've even got my wets waterproof, so it's been a challenging day weather-wise, should we say, Director. It's been snowing, sleeting, raining, and sunshine. So what we're going to do is we're going to get back on road and get back to the workshop.
So Cal's back and the boys are back. Cheers, Cal. Good day, that.
Yeah, it was
Good day.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been showing me pictures as today's been going along, and what a good job they've done. I never thought I'd get into building wash ramps, I'll tell you that now. But that's wash ramp number 5. We're on wash ramp number 6 is in fabrication in the workshop at the moment. And I've been doing a lot of pricing this week, and I've been off Instagram a lot this week, because what I have noticed is, now that I've left Fox Group and I'm looking at jobs for myself, people are kind of following what I'm doing and jumping on the jobs, getting in touch with the customers who I'm actually pricing the jobs for. So I'm going to back off on the Instagram stories showing the jobs, because that's what I do now, a lot of pricing. When I started this, I did say, you know, we're going to build the infrastructure first, which is the workshop, the welders and all the equipment that we need, do you know what I mean? And then we're going to get the best lads around us, do you know what I mean? And that will come now over time. Pay the right money. You're on decent money now, aren't you, son?
Yeah, it's good.
You happy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting along, aren't we?
And yeah, so, you know, once you get the infrastructure right, then you can get the right lads, and you got to get the right work, you know. So I'm now trying to get the right work, and then the right lads will follow. Although I don't want many more lads, probably another 2. That's the maximum that we want to go to. You know, I don't want to get too big. I want to keep it nice, under control, and like I said, I'm building something for lads to do the work. I'm not building this company for me to be on tools full time. I'm building it for my lads to be on tools full time and me just to manage it. So yeah, good job, Cal, as always, and come to an end of a chapter here. So I'd just like to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our merchandise at WELDERFABBER.com. It does go to a good cause, as always. And thanks guys, drop us a like if you like what you see, and I'll catch you on the next one.